What's up, guys? Welcome back to another action-packed episode here on AC Designs Garage, and today we got a super rad color I found for you guys. We're doing another Rust-oleum and 2K clear on the old C10 door here, and I was real excited when I found this color. Malibu Blue. Check that out. I'm excited to see what this is going to look like. We're going to get this sprayed on this door. I'm going to show you how to prep it, all the tips and tricks and all that good stuff, and we're going to make this thing slicker and snot and get her out in the sun and see how she looks. So let's get at it. As for stuff you're going to need for this video, guys, it's not a whole lot. This panel's in good shape, so you don't need any primers or any body fillers or anything. We'll go over that here in a second. I just want to show you what we are going to be using in this video today. All stuff will be listed down below. If you'll click right over here, I think it says a little thing that says more. It'll drop down. That's your description box that, you know, it tells about the video and stuff used in the video. But I'll drop links to everything if you want to scoop it up from my Amazon affiliate account. Don't cost you guys any extra, and I make a wee little bit off of it that helps the channel out. Plus, it gives you a place to find the stuff. But anyways, we're going to drop everything we use down here. We're going to drop below. So here's what we're going to be using today: the good old Malibu Blue and the 5-way Rust-oleum, and some good spray away cleaner, and some Scotch shop towels, some 600 grit wet dry paper, and the good old soft flexible sand and motor guard block. It just keeps from getting little finger marks all in it. And also we're going to be using some of this Dawn that'll go in this bucket just of water over here. And the cool thing about the Dawn, this is a little tip, it helps glide along and helps you sand better, but also it cleans and degreases if you got anything on it, because you can tell it's got sawdust, it's got grass. We're going to try to clean this off. This is the door that we shot the matte 2K clear over a couple weeks ago. If you want to see that video, I'll drop it down there below, and you can just click on the button and watch it. This is a 2K matte clear coat. Looks really good, and you can make any color you want a matte color by using this clear on top of it. So let's go in here and get the old Dawn dish soap. And I always put my dish soap in after you put the water in, so it don't turn into a big sudsy mess. Still will, but this will just help the sandpaper glide. Ain't got a whole lot here, so we're going to use what we got. And then you'll want to let your sandpaper soak for about 5 minutes or so. It just kind of softens her up a little bit and makes it work a little better. I used this on something, I don't know what. We're going to use it anyway. Yeah, so we're going to take the old 600 after I clean it. But a lot of these lighter colors, you'll want to put a white or a light gray under. It helps them pop up a little quicker. I'm not sure. This stuff looks like it's going to cover pretty good. But if you want it to be a little bit brighter, just go put you a white, you know, like your flat white or even a gloss white. It don't matter. Put it down below before you do it. It just kind of gives it that brighter undertone, so it'll pop up a lot quicker. But I don't have any, so we're just going to shoot this straight over some matte black out there. And also, I'm about to forget the star of the show here. Let's see, which one is it? Is this the gloss? No, that's matte. Yeah, I gotta cut one apart. I buy these in the 3 packs. Probably before long we're gonna try some of Eastwood's. They make one too. I gotta open this up. And one can should be sufficient for this. What this stuff is, this is a 2K Glamour Clear. And what it is, it has the catalyst in here underneath this little thing. It's a little tube in there. And when you take this little red cap off the top, set it down here. We'll show you that here in a little bit. And you pop it down, it injects the hardener into it. It makes it a 2K. It's the same thing, guys, as your automotive clears. It just makes it in a spray can where you can use it. Yeah, we're going to use that. I can't believe I didn't, but I'll link that down below also. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here with the old spray away, and I'm going to soak it down, especially since I mowed and weeded against it. That way it'll come off, especially down at the bottom. Just let her soak and we'll wipe her off. This stuff here is a miracle worker. It works great. Now this stuff is not a grease remover. This is just kind of like a post cleaner. You need to use a wax and grease remover if you think it's been in any, you know, it's got any contaminants on it, oil or anything like that. But this one don't. Plus the Dawn will help if there's a little bit, but I would wipe it off with a wax and grease remover if I had any inclination that it had any kind of contaminants on it. This here basically makes it to where you can wash it without getting it wet, then having to dry it and all that. But we're gonna wet sand it anyway, so it don't matter. There's grass on it. All right, yeah, it's pretty nasty. I'm gonna grab a drying rag, and there it is. The good thing about painting outside right now, that daggone tire's gonna turn on me. Yeah. Is this like 80 degrees out here now? It's the 1st of September, so it's nice to paint outside. Stuff's not drying too quick. Not dying out here in this 9,000 degree temperature. Although it's supposed to be back up to 90, I think, tomorrow. That's why we're shooting today. Alright, that's looking pretty good. I like this matte. This matte clear, it does look cool if you want like a hot rod black. Alright, that's pretty nice there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take that 600 and we're just wanting to put a good even scratch over the whole thing with 600 grit. That way everything will bite to it really good, and we're going to get down in here with it. But yeah, just the whole thing basically is going to get a good 600 grit scratch. You don't want to leave no places that are unscratched, because that'll be places that can lift or bubble. All right, we're going to get this thing sanded down so we can start doing the fun stuff about spraying. Now, I could have DA'd this or done it, you know, beforehand, but I just want to show you guys how to do it by hand. DAing's a lot faster way to do it, but this right here also, if you got any little bit of questionable body work under it, sometimes it will help. We're not hogging down, we're not trying to remove paint, we're just trying to put a good bite on it, a good tooth in it. But I sand it the same way that I would if I was blocking primer. It's just a good habit to get in. What I do down here at the bottom is I just roll it up on the edge a little bit and let it do that same sweeping at an angle motion. We'll go ahead and get this while we're going down through here. We'll just work our way up. And we'll dry it off a couple times and come back. I usually go over the same spot about 2 or 3 times. That way I know I got it scratched up nice. Like I said, if you had it a light gray primer or a white, you don't even need primer. If you have like a light gray primer or a flat white paint or something like that, you could go over this. It'd make that blue pop. If you're doing reds or yellow or orange or anything like that, if you put a lighter color under it, it'll make it pop and it'll make it come up to color a whole lot faster. It's sanding up pretty good. Like I said, DA will be a whole lot faster, a whole lot better on the arms. I know a lot of you guys don't have DAs. You're working on a minimal budget. We're going to try to help you out all we can. Try to get this good and scratched up before it ain't rolling off. Right. Roll it up again on the edge anytime you got like a little crevasse like this right here. We'll roll it up on the edge. Now this flexible block, cool thing is it will roll up in there and you can just go in there. I don't like to sand straight. Just sometimes it's a bad habit to get into, because sometimes you'll get gouges and stuff in there and divots and all that mess you just don't want. And I'm already out of breath. At least it ain't hot. And I'll definitely have to take this block off for this up here at the top. Get down in these little deep crevasse lines right here. Like I said, here's where people skimp a lot of times. They'll just wipe out like, yep, that's good. And then you got this place down through here, it's not even scratched, and that's where your bubbles start. Get a new rag and wash everything off. Make sure we got it all. Come back and blow off with the air hose, make sure she's good and dry, and then we'll see if we missed anything. While waiting on that door to dry, I always forget to list this at the beginning. It's one of the most important things is get you a good charcoal respirator. I'll link this one down below because you only get one pair of lungs, and if you ain't got them, you ain't too much good for nothing. So keep your lungs good and paint free so you can do this for a long time, guys, because this is a fun hobby for a lot of you guys, and you just want to keep doing it, not have any respiratory problems. Also, while we're waiting, I'm going to introduce you guys that ain't been around here before. If you ain't never been here before, welcome. But this here is my little tool I make. It's called the Shakemaster 4000. Nicely precision laser cut. Thanks to the help of my buddy, Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how this little unit works here to make your life so much easier, and you won't develop carpal tunnel syndrome, and that's a good thing. Also, I'm gonna link one of these down below. These one-handed sawzalls, these things are a lifesaver for shaking, and I just like them a lot better than big bulky jobs. I like the DeWalt ones. The other ones are Milwaukee's and stuff are just as good, but these things are super easy to attach, not a lot of work. You just turn your little key thing open right there. Make sure she's locked into place. This thing does 3,000 strokes a minute. You're supposed to shake these for a couple minutes. I don't want to shake this. This gets boring shaking this. So this is super easy, guys. Just drop your can in, grab your little wing nut, and hog down on it just a wee little bit. You don't want her to go flying across the shop. And then you pretend that you're John Rambo. If you don't know who John Rambo is, look him up, guys. It's that easy. 3,000 strokes a minute. I mean, it's nothing to sit here. If you get thirsty while you're doing it, guys, just grab your drink. That's simple. But these fine, made in the good old US of A, welded by me, painted by me, shipped by me, Shakemaster 4000s are only available at www.acdesignsgarage.com. Also, these rad Death Before Electric AC Designs Garage t-shirts. Wow. If you want one of these, we got a few left. Also, Richardson 112 hats, but they don't look as bad as this one because once I get a hat broke in, I wear them. But anyway, commercial over. Just wanted to show you this. Make your life easier if you're spray painting. Okie dokie, guys, let's walk out here and see if our panel's ready to wipe down one more time with some spray way cleaner. Yeah, she looks like she's got a good scratch. That's what you want. You just want it, well, it's already matte looking, but you want it matte looking and no shiny areas, and I think that's about ready. We're gonna wipe her down one more time with the good old glass cleaner and get to shooting that beautiful Malibu Blue. This time around, we ain't gonna put as much. We're just gonna do a little section at a time so you don't get a bunch of residue. We're gonna have one dry rag and one wipe on, wipe off rag. So we're gonna basically do this. This will get the goo off. Go about halfway down so we don't get the rag all saturated. And then we're gonna come back with our dry towel, and this will take any contaminants that are still off, get them off. We're probably going to do 2, maybe 3 coats on this door. I'm not sure. We'll be able to judge. A lot of you guys say, well, how much paint does it take to do a car? Well, you can judge this by this area of this door. We'll just be able to figure it out. I will say that here in the near future, we're going to try to show you more with the paint guns and stuff and air compressors if you have one. I will say it makes life a lot easier and probably a little more affordable, because I would say it's going to take 8 to 10 of those 2K cans to clear a whole vehicle, and they're up to about $20 something a piece now. They get a little pricey, a couple hundred bucks. But yeah, we're gonna try to show y'all the best and most affordable way to do this. I'm not gonna show you any garbage stuff that's not gonna hold up, because that bed back there, if you see it, that bedside, if you guys hadn't been watching, has been painted with the Rust-oleum and 2K clear, cut and buffed for 9 months now, and it's not flaking, peeling, or nothing like that. So this stuff is surprising me, guys, because I didn't think it'd hold up this long. And it sits outside. All right, that's good and wipey down. Let's go get the respirator and the old Malibu Blue. Start coating it. All right, let's undo our can here. I'm gonna show you guys how easy this thing just comes apart. I appreciate all you guys buying these things and supporting the channel and stuff, helping out. I really do appreciate it, because this is what I do for a living. And you guys are helping me help you. So the longer I can stay doing this, the more I can teach you guys anything. Make sure you drop down below colors that you'd like to see, or if you want to see base coat in these cans shot with the clear coat, or if you want to see the gun, whatever combination. If you want to see this sprayed and then clear put over it. I get a lot of these things in the comments, and I try to write them down so I can help you guys out the best I can. But if I don't get to yours, I'll try to eventually, guys. I just got a lot of people giving me great ideas, and we're just trying to filter through them. So let's get the respirator on. These 5-way cans, I love them. I run mine on a number 4 all the time. It's the wider regular fan pattern. One thing you gotta do is keep one of these Scotch shop rags in your pocket, because after you spray a little bit, it gets a little buildup on the top of it, and it will spit it out a lot of times. So just go back and dab the end of the tips on. Right up here at the top on the inside is where it usually builds up. We're gonna go to number 4 is our, look at me, I'm grabbing the wrong one. Ain't been shook. Ain't been shooked. I put that other one on the lock symbol so I know it ain't been shook yet. All right, Malibu Blue, how good are you gonna do? All right, we're gonna roll this thing on out in the yard so it don't blow back in the shop. A lot of guys ask about this stand here. This is an old racing go-kart stand. We just hung it on there. You could get a paint stand and hang it on, or you can build you a little stand or something. We may come up with some plans you guys can download for free on the old website if y'all interested. They show us a lot of bugs flying out here today. I mean, a lot of bugs. That is not good. Let me get back over here. I know it don't sound like much, but me shuffling my feet around in this grass will cause them to stir up, so maybe we'll just keep it here. Come on, roll. All right, I'm gonna grab my air hose real quick. One of these days I'm gonna build me a spray building. I ain't building a booth. I just want like basically something like this that I can just paint in, that I ain't fabricating and everything in. All right, we are gonna spray off to the side. Make sure everything's spraying good. That's a pretty color, guys. So we're gonna frame it out first. I'm gonna come around the bottom. That's what I call framing it out. That way we know we got our edges good. Let's see how good it's gonna cover. Yeah, not bad. Like the color. Couple coats there. Yeah, if it had been white, it'd probably popped a little more. See that overspray? That's the problem. See which way's the wind blowing. It's blowing this way now. We might have to redirect. Anyhow, here we go. We'll try to stay out of it. So your first coat, on this coat I'm leaving the mask down, guys. I know I shouldn't, but I gotta explain stuff. The first coat is gonna be your, I call glue coat. What in the world is that right there? Must be where I cut through. So we're doing like a 75% overlap. But our first coat is our glue coat, guys. It just gives it somewhere for it to stick to. Start hissing like that, just shake it a little bit. It kind of yeah, one places where I cut through. It may cover. All right, we're gonna let that tack. Probably should have put some primer over in spots where I cut through. Because I told y'all if it cuts through, put primer over it. All right, you see how that's caking up on there? We're gonna wipe it off real quick while that tacks. Today, with the temperature the way it is, usually I wait about 10-15 minutes. I usually will go out there and you touch it in a like an inconspicuous place. That's the word. And just see if you touch it, it's sticky, but it don't come off on your finger, then it's ready to go. Usually about 15 minutes in it hot, but it's a little cool today and damp. I don't know how long this is going to take. But so far, that color's looking pretty cool. Like I said, them cut throughs may be a problem. Sometimes they'll wrinkle. They don't look like they're wrinkling none. Yeah, they are too. Dadgummit. All right, to show you guys that I mess up, stuff happens, but I'm here to show you how to fix stuff. But we're having some issues where we cut through to that. And I will say, this is the problem with Rust-oleum stuff. It's kind of like, it can be a ticking time bomb. There's just certain stuff that sets stuff off. So let's go out here and look. Where I cut through, everything's fine where the clear is and all this, but where I cut through, it's reacting and it's wrinkling. What we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish painting it so we can see the door and stuff, but I'm going to next week show you how to fix it, because you're going to have to let it dry for a week where it wrinkled. But let me just show you. Not sure how you can see, but if you look up here, right in there, if I can get the light just right, it's wrinkling right there. And if you look right in here, not sure how good you guys can see it, but it's wrinkling everywhere it cut through. It's wrinkling the paint. It's wrinkling the paint up all in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna do the clear. We're not gonna waste the clear on it, because there's no point, because we're gonna have to come back and sand it. We're gonna have to come back, put primer on it and touch it up, and then we're gonna redo the door. And drop down below if you want to see it a different color, or you want to see this color done. I have it, but I'm gonna go ahead and put another coat of this on it, and we'll check it out, get it good and covered, and then we'll come back and next week and show you how to fix the wrinkle if you get a wrinkle in your paint job. But come back next week and we'll show you how to fix this wrinkle. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna let it tack up to normal like we would, and we're gonna put a good coat on it so everything's locked down and stuff like that. But I hate that, because I like this color. But anyways, maybe some of you guys need to see that. That's the reason that the Lord blessed me with wrinkles in my paint. Yeah, she's wrinkling up right all down through there. Everywhere I cut through, she's a wrinkling. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here and nothing come off on my finger. It's sticky, so it's ready, but now I gotta wait the wind starting to pick up. I need me a little paint shop, little room that I ain't gotta worry about wind and temperature and stuff. Anyhow, let's get a respirator on and go out there and spray this unit. right, she's gonna take one more coat. I figured she would because we're putting it over black. Over white, that would have been 2 coats, easy done. But we're gonna let that tack one more time, one more coat, we'll be done for today. I will say, guys, I am kind of glad it went wrong. It kind of bummed me out because I wanted to see it with the clear on it, but this will give us a chance to show you how to fix stuff and show you that things actually do go wrong. It's not always peaches and cream, rainbows and unicorns and all, whatever that saying is. Yeah, I dig this color. It's in between a petty blue and a grabber blue like it's on the Mustangs, I think. It almost passed for a grabber blue, I think, but it's pretty. Check her out. I mean, she looks good if you don't get up on the wrinkles. Yeah, you can see some little stripies and stuff still in it. Yeah, this is a pretty color. Yeah, we're gonna let her tack. Make sure if you do any of these colors. Yeah, guys, don't do it over black. I'd do it over white. I'd get you some flat white spray paint and probably put down on it and do it over that. It'd pop up a whole lot quicker. It'll be the color here in a minute, but one more coat, I think three for Dale. Do it pretty quick like. Yeah, I am bummed that it wrinkled, but I didn't think that it would wrinkle as long as it's dried and stuff. I mean, it's been sitting out for 2 weeks stuff. This stuff does funky stuff when you cut through, so try your best. Do not cut through if you don't have to. Everywhere I cut through, everywhere you saw that silver, down through here, which it gives us a good road map. Everywhere I did. She wrinkled. Let's get her out in the sunshine. Sunshine coming out. See how bright she is. Good googly moogly. I know, that thing's bright, ain't it, Crow? It's pretty slick too. Look at that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We'll let her sit out here. I don't know if it's yeah, just don't do it on the areas that you're actually painting. A lot of times you can put a piece of tape back there to use as your checker. All right, I think she's, yeah, she ain't coming off on my fingers. It's been about 10 minutes. Yeah, we'll get her back out of the sun so I don't get little buggy bugs in it. And one more coat, get her covered, and we'll take a gander at her and try to figure out our plan for next week. If I get time, guys, I may try to pop out 2 videos next week. I got another idea, but definitely it's going to be repairing this one to show you how to fix a wrinkle. Yeah, let's go get her paint. I should have known better. Anyway, we get our respirator on and gotta grab our paint. Can't paint it without the paint. So, last coat. Get your rag in your pocket. Let's shake. I've only used like maybe half of the can. All right, there we go. Winds are blowing. Just keep doing a 75% overlap, 80%, whatever. You just want to get a good even coverage. I'm about 5 inches from the surface. Look at that reflection. Good gracious. Yep, that's her, guys. Malibu Blue. She'll look pretty in the thumbnail, but now see, since we hadn't activated this, I'm glad I didn't get ahead of the gun. We didn't activate this. This is good. I'm gonna probably do maybe a test video on it. But if I have any left in a gun, they say you can put it in the refrigerator and it'll last. They say on the can 48 hours, but I heard a lot of guys saying that you can put them in the refrigerator and they'll last longer. Takes it longer to kick off. I don't know, I ain't never tried it, but I trust you guys that say that. So let's get a look here real quick at the final product with this custom crack paint job. I like the color, guys. I think the car would look good in this color. I mean, look at that. That's straight up off the paint gun. Good shiny color. As you can see, guys, right here, cracky lacquer. That's what it looks like, cracker lacquer. And what we'll do is we'll just let this dry good and we'll come back and repair it. And this will give it a good, like I said, if you're gonna, I get distracted very easily. You can see it. Anyways, yeah, what you're gonna want to do with this paint job here, guys, like I said, there's no clear on top of it, but it takes at least 48 hours for this to dry. We're gonna wait till probably next Wednesday. Today's Thursday. We're gonna wait till next Wednesday and probably do the repair job on it and paint it. I was gonna ditch the footage. I was like, yeah, this is dumb, I'll do something else. But some of you guys are gonna run into this and you're gonna wanna know how to fix it, and it's not the end of the world. It's just paint, guys. It's easy to, you know, if something goes wrong, you just fix it. And that makes you a better painter if you learn how to fix your mistakes, because I make them all the time. You just gotta learn how to fix them. So I just wanted to thank you guys for all the support, buying the Shakemaster 4000s and the t-shirts and hats. Appreciate if you guys just watch. I appreciate y'all watching and giving thumbs up and sharing the video, because that really helps. The subscribing and stuff, it helps move all this algorithm voodoo stuff along. I don't know what it is. But anyway, make sure you stay tuned next week to see how you fix the boo-boos. And also remember, keep praying for these people down in Texas where the floods was, and up in Western North Carolina. Western North Carolina is starting to get built back by all the super supportive, like Precision Grading, and those guys up there working for nothing. So if you want to check them out, I put links to all this stuff below. It's going to take a while to get both of these states dug back out of this from them horrific floods, because water does a lot of damage. But thank you guys for all the prayers and continued support. And remember, be kind to one another. Jesus loves you, so do we. God bless. We gone.